Shout out Sniper T on the beat.
Tamara to the break of dawn is on the rise, with life on the forefront of the mind. So line for line, you can ride this brain train and you can change your station without even touching the dial. So relax, stay a little bit, but listen for a while. And whether you're bumping this in the whip or in a business fit, it's a meeting you won't want to miss. A meeting for a meal to feed the soul with words for the mind. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Time to take off, it's time to fly. Cause Tamara till the break of dawn is on the rise.
Hey, y'all. It's me, Tamara. Yes, y'all. Let's get into it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the show. To all my new listeners, new episodes drop every Thursday. I usually talk about my life, my interests, and the ways I'm trying to grow. So come on back through, you feel me? And on my day 1, 2, 96, 153, whatever week you came in and just continue to listen to me, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Yes, let's just get into it, y'all. Y'all, so
at the time of this recording.
Yes. We are one day post my birthday. So my birthday was June 27th. I am now 43 years old, which I don't mind getting older, especially because I don't look my age. And I just say that because no one ever Dude, I remember one time I had to show somebody my ID because they really did not believe, one, that I have adult children, which I very much do, and 2, that I was 42 at the time. I don't mind getting older, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not happy about being 43 simply because I don't like the number 43. Like, I have this thing where, and I don't know if I've talked about it on here before, because I've turned several different ages. Like, y'all, can you believe that when we started this show, that is wild. I was only 39 years old when I started this show, and I was coming up on my 40th birthday. That's so dope, y'all. So I've had 3 birthdays. Like, I've really been out here consistently creating content, you feel me? But that is a huge accomplishment. If you're new, like, being consistent with stuff was not my thing. I used to talk about that all the time in the beginning episodes. But I have this thing where there's like certain ages I just don't like for whatever reason, literally just because I don't like the number. So I knew that I was not going to like 43. I was so happy to be 42. 40, of course, you know what I'm saying? That's a milestone. 41, but it wasn't, 42, yes, I was loving it. Now I'm 43. And like, we're only one day into this, so I just started this number that I don't like. 44, I mean, it's all right. Fofo, actually, yeah, I'm going to like 44. 45, though, I'm definitely going to like. 46, I don't know. But 47, I'm going to like. So I'm telling you this because there's no rhyme or reason. I don't know what it is about these numbers. It's not I like odd numbers. It's not I like even numbers. There are just certain numbers I just don't like, and 43 is one of them. So, yeah, guys, my birthday was the other day, and my birthday, since I was a little girl, I've always been the type of person who really, really loves my birthday, and especially when I became a mom, because it's been the only day that's like about me, because everything else always revolves, around my children. And so the thing about it is that I'm very much the person now that I want to wake up as early as possible on my birthday and like enjoy as much of the day as possible. So whatever time I wake up, if my alarm has not gone off, I'm getting up. I don't care. So I was up at 5 o'clock on my birthday. Don't know other day I really be up at 5 o'clock because I'm really trying to become a morning person. You feel me? Maybe 43 will be the year that I could become more of a morning person. I don't know, though, because I definitely slept in this morning later than whatever. But, like, okay, sleeping in for me is like sleeping till 7 something. Like, that's sleeping in for me nowadays. But, anywho, definitely slept till 7 this morning. Definitely was up at 5 a.m. yesterday on my birthday. had some time to myself. That was the best way to start my day, was literally just listen to some worship music. And like listening to worship music through my AirPods is like next level, because it really just, any music, of course, it really just gets you immersed in the music, the words, the emotions that are being conveyed, and all that good stuff. And so it started that way. Then I prayed, read my Bible, all that stuff. That's how I start my day every day. You know what I mean? Just because for me, that's how I can like get myself together. Because listen, I need Jesus before I start dealing with folks. You feel me? And there are some days that I have like early meetings, you know, or whatever. And it's not like the people that I'm meeting with are like bad or whatever. It's not that at all. But I'm not an extrovert. So like before I go out there and just give myself to these people, pause if necessary, I need Jesus. You feel me? And so I started my day like that. And like I always have this thing where like I want my birthday to be a good day, right? We'll get more into that, you know, in a little bit. But I really, 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 especially in the last 7 years, I'm like, I want my birthday to be a good day. Like I want today to be a good day, right? Because there's so much looming, around my birthday. Because for those of you that don't know, my ex-husband, my daughters, their dad, he was killed June 29th, 2015. So 2 days after my birthday, I was actually celebrating my birthday, because I'm very much the kind of person that if anything happens within, especially within like the week up to my birthday through the 4th of July, it's kind of like all birthday stuff, right? So I was still celebrating my birthday when I got the call or whatever. So I really, ever since then, have this thing that like on my birthday, I really, really, really want it to be a good day. So one of the things that I do now is I'm like, okay, Lord, just like whatever ways that you feel like I will feel loved and celebrated on this day, like make that happen. And that has been my prayer for like definitely the past several years, for sure. Like I literally, that's how I start my day. Because sometimes you have like, especially I'm usually working on my birthday. Like I did work on my birthday this year, I worked on my birthday last year, because especially like, listen, ain't no PTO in the life that I'm living right now. You feel me? So I needed to make my money, but I have the weekend off. So that's why I don't trip. Like I could go hard Monday through Thursday because I don't work Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And so I work or whatever, but it's like, I may feel like I have expectations of what I want to happen, but it's like, if I just kind of, in my mind, say, okay, Lord, let whatever happen that you feel like would be just bless me. Like he knows me better than I know myself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to happen. And I'm kind of glad that I do that, because when I have that mindset, it's like my birthday always exceeds my expectations. And it's not even like these grand things happen. I am such a it's the little things that matter type person. Like that's very much who I am. So literally just people reaching out, tweeting, like if you happen to be listening, and even though I'm very much a thank everyone individually. So everybody who said happy birthday to me on every social media platform, every text message, phone calls, whatever, I am going to respond individually, to everyone, simply because it just really means a lot to me that people would take time out of their day to say happy birthday. Like I don't take that lightly, because my birthday means a lot to me, especially now, right? Especially because there's so much like pain and stuff looming around my birthday. And so the love really helps to overshadow the pain that, whatever. And it's so wild, because I was talking to Kayliana the other day about that, and it's her perspective on it is just so different. And she has such a dope perspective, because she was like, Father's Day is hard for her. And Father's Day is actually the last day that they saw them. So she was like, Father's Day is hard for her. But then after that, she knows my birthday. So then it's like his death anniversary isn't as hard for her, pause if necessary, but that's like whatever. Because my birthday is around that time, and like we're celebrating usually because I'll drag things out, you know what I'm saying? And like this year, happened to go to lunch with some people from my church on Sunday. So I'm like, okay, this is a birthday lunch, right? Because this is my birthday week. And then Kayliana got me dinner that night. So I'm like, yep, birthday dinner, because she knew that I was going to be working late on my birthday. On my birthday, my small group, they celebrated with me in the morning. So there was food and just fellowship and whatever. They got me some gifts. They sang to me when I walked through the door, like I was late because I had to work in the morning or whatever. And so they knew I was going to get there late, and they had already started or whatever. And like as I walked through the door, they started singing happy birthday. And I just felt like just so loved and like cared for, and just all the love that I got from like the creative team and just regular people on social media and all that stuff. And so like then on the 29th, so the day this episode drops, I'm having just like a game night at my house with the people from the creative team. Now, here's the thing. I'm also having another game night on Saturday the 1st. Yeah, Saturday's the 1st. The reason why I'm having two is because like serving on the creative team, in some capacities, I see them more, like some of them more than I see anybody else, because we have these like daily, not every day, but several times a week Zoom meetings. So like I've just really gotten to know these people and just really appreciate them, genuinely like them. And so I want them to be able to be a part of like my birthday celebration, those that can, because some can't come. However, we have Saturday church now. And so for a lot of them, they're on staff at the church. So like you're working. I don't necessarily expect you after you're working to like then come to a birthday party, right? And so I decided I'm just going to have one with like that friend group. So it's so funny because it's like I'm having these multiple celebrations with like my different friend groups or whatever. And I think I'm going to do that every year, just because there's so much to look forward to this week that I'm not going to say there's not sadness, like, because that would be a lie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably going to try to stay off Facebook now that my birthday's over, because the Facebook memories it's tough, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is that because I'm dragging out the celebration through this week, it kind of like takes the edge off for me. Even though it's my birthday, it doesn't like take away from the fact like I can't only focus on my birthday, right? And I wish I could. Excuse me, I really do wish I could, but I can't. Like that's just not how I'm wired. So it's like, yeah, the love, the love genuinely means a lot. Like, so like I very much am a thank you to every single person. Does it take time? Yes, but that's okay. Like, I'm not going to complain because this many people wanted to show me love. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to complain about that. Like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Because there are people that wish people would show them love. You know what I mean? And so I'm extremely grateful. But yeah, birthday was the other day. Literally worked. Got some good news about somebody that I work with though. So that was like dope. This project that you don't know who Mitchie is unless you go to my church, but she and I were working on this project, and it was a roller coaster of emotions going through it and like trying to get it completed. And we finally got it completed. Oh my God, on my birthday, because if I'm God's favorite, just say that. You know what I'm saying? And so that was like an amazing birthday present. That's me. Like, I'm very much like anything good that happens around my birthday, on my birthday, whatever, even if it literally has nothing to do with my birthday, thanks God, that's a birthday present, right? So then with that, one of the things that the small group got me is this like little art card or whatever, and it says daughter of the king. I'm gonna try not to cry. And I mean, like, I didn't expect gifts, right? And it's so funny because, so like in the summer, we usually meet every Tuesday, but in the summer we're having like less meetings or whatever. And so we're doing like one regular Bible study or whatever, and then like a fellowship time or whatever. And so I kind of was joking, but kind of not. I was like, well, June 27th is a Tuesday, so that has to be one of the June fellowship, or be the June fellowship or whatever. And they were like, okay, you know? And I remember the small group leader, her name is Mindy. She's also my accountability person with like my working out and my eating and all that stuff. And so she had reached out to me and she was like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't care. Like, the fact that you guys are even willing to do anything like that really just blesses me. And it would really just bless me if you guys just planned whatever and I just show up, because I'm going to have to like work before and go to work afterwards. So I'm like, whatever you do, like, I'm appreciative. That's literally me. I'm very much it's the thought that counts, because you paid attention to the fact that obviously my birthday is important or means something to me, for me to suggest that we have our thing be on my birthday. The fact that you're going along with it, we could do whatever. The only thing I said was it can't be anything where I'm going to get sweaty because I have to go to work afterwards or whatever. But other than that, I'm not tripping. So I didn't expect gifts. I didn't expect any of that. Someone asked me what my favorite dessert was, which I don't really have a favorite. It really, of a lot of things, it depends on what my mood is. But I really do like key lime pie. And then I said, or something with peanut butter. Y'all, somebody got a key lime pie, which is so good. And somebody else got these peanut butter cookies because they were like, why should you have to choose? And I'm like, oh, like, I just felt so loved. But they got me this. I'm looking at it. This thing that says daughter of the king. I put it on my desk, and like, I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for anything. I don't even know what made whoever pick that, but I can't even tell you how much that means to me. They also gave me 2 devotionals, which I'm very big. Like, I read my Bible. I like to have different devotionals. I just really have to fill myself up spiritually, especially with the subcontracting work that I do. Like, I need to be as full of Jesus as possible to go out here and do what I got to do, right? And so this thing that says daughter of the king, if y'all remember, earlier this year, well, end of last year and the beginning of this year, I was in contact with my bio dad because he was battling throat cancer and very much in contact with me. I love you, I this, I that, or what, calling me, texting me, every day at one point, right? And then once he became cancer free, I literally have not heard from him since. I did reach out I think 2 times and didn't hear anything. And I was just like, okay, I guess we're back, you know what I mean? Like, I guess we're back to what it is. And that made Father's Day this year sting just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because I hadn't talked to that man in like 3 years, but it's this fresh wound, right? That made my birthday sting just a little bit more, because I probably wouldn't have been even thinking about hearing from him, last year or the year before, whatever, once I made the decision and communicated that I wasn't going to try anymore, right? And so to get the daughter of the king thing, it really reminds me that, yes, and I have a stepdad who, so this is no shade to him, but 2 things can exist at the same time, right? I can be wounded or hurt or whatever by the pain inflicted by my bio dad, but still appreciate my stepdad. Like, he reached out to me on my birthday. But at the end of the day, they're both flawed in different reasons. So, like, neither of them are perfect. I haven't always had a good relationship with my stepdad either. And so, at the end of the day, though, like, why I go so hard with my relationship with the Lord is because He has never failed me. Even when I thought something was not going to work out for my good, it actually really did in the end. Every trial that I have gone through has made me who I am now. You know what I mean? Like, do I wish I would have to go through it again? No. You know what I'm saying? Do I wish some things in life could be different? Absolutely. Dang, I should have went ahead and hit it y'all with the
Absolutely. Okay.
shout out to Baylor. You know what I mean? But that aside, at the end of the day, God has never failed me. At the end of the day, like, why I have this joy and this I get to serve, because I basically spend Saturday evening and Sunday morning at church serving. Now, there's 3 services, encounters. There's 3 encounters, and I will serve in the 5 p.m. Saturday encounter, sit in the 9 a.m. Sunday encounter, and now I'm even serving in the 11 a.m. Sunday encounter. And why I have such joy and eagerness and whatever to do that, man, forget about the fact that God provided this dope house that we're living in, right? Forget about that. That's dope, though. Forget about the fact that God provided the vehicle that I'm riding in, right? Forget about that. That's dope, too. But the love and the healing that I have experienced, more than anything, the love that I have for people, the heart that I have for people, the all of that, man, that's because of the Lord, right? And like, He's healed me so much. He gives me so much. I'm talking peace. I'm not talking about tangible things, although I could go on a whole episode just about the miracles the Lord has done in my life, because He hasn't given me just one car. You know what I'm saying? He's done super dope things. However, it's who I am as a woman. It's the love, the peace, the those are the biggest things. Just the love I have for myself, even, right? Because you have to love yourself before you can really truly pour out love to other people. All that comes from how much God has just relentlessly pursued me, right? So why wouldn't I want to help other people experience that by serving and being behind the broadcast cams, which is actually really dope. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning about cameras. Do I understand everything? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to pretend like I do. But hey, whatever I'm doing, it's helpful, you know what I'm saying? Because we have a lot of people that watch online, and somebody has to be behind the camera to do it, you know what I mean? And there are like 3 stationary cameras. Then there's people that be on mobile cams. That's not the life for me. I tried it because they have like these development nights. So if you want to grow and you want to learn this, that, and the other. So I was like, okay, I'm going to see if I'm going to do a mobile cam. That is not God's will for my life. Nope, too much to consider at the same time or whatever. But I also want to get into like taking pictures for the content team. Now, for the content team, I do I do note taking or whatever still. So that's really how I started on the creative team. For years, that was the only thing that I did. And now I'm just doing all these other different things. But why not? You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point. I really get to spend my weekend basically surrounded with other people in this just spirit-filled environment. And it's so important for me to have that, because then when I go into my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of work, it be pure chaos sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not taking care of myself spiritually, if I'm not taking care of myself physically, right? With the working out, making sure I'm drinking water. Yes, I'm slimming down, and that's great. But it's crazy because on my birthday, I was, cutting up a little bit with how I was eating. I was just, my accountability person said, just enjoy your birthday. So I did, because I do have to send her pictures of my meals to make sure that, just so she can see what I'm doing. She'll give me feedback if I need to tweak something, or she'll say, that looks great or whatever when I don't. At my birthday, she was like, just enjoy your birthday. And I did. And you know what? No, because I was feeling nauseous at one point during the day. And mind you, it's not like I was eating a whole bunch of food. It's just what I was eating. I typically, I don't really eat processed foods at all. You know what I'm saying? And so when I eat bread, it's gluten-free bread. So when I have pizza on that night, because that's what Kayliana got us, and it wasn't gluten-free pizza, I'm up there getting nauseous. You know what I'm saying? That key lime pie was fire. But listen, I don't be eating stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So today I'm back to, what I'm supposed to be doing. And it just felt really good to get back to the foods that I like. I like to feel good after I don't like to feel lethargic. I don't have time for that because I have such a busy schedule. You know what I'm saying? So that is why I take care of myself physically. But man, yeah, that taking care of myself spiritually, that taking care of myself mentally, that taking care of myself emotionally, that being honest about how I feel about different things, this, that, and the other, and being okay with resting in it, because we're not going to do an update episode on anything at this point. But I've just had, excuse me, a lot of honest conversation with myself, a lot of honest conversation with the Lord lately, just about feelings, desires, this, that, and the other. And it's just really interesting because there's such freedom in that, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's all part of me being emotionally healthy. I can't be out here faking like things are not that are, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is 43 years of Black Girl Magic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I always title my birthday episodes these. It's wild to think about the fact that this is my third birthday as a podcaster. And for those of y'all that listen, because it's funny, I hit some of the podcast homies up on Father's Day to say Happy Father's Day. And, I didn't really think about the fact that I have been way more absent from Twitter. I don't even have time to listen to podcast, any at all, because most of my time is now spent with people. And so for years, the beginning of my podcast journey, most of my time was spent alone doing reports or whatever. And so that's what made me just listen to podcasts all day. But now it's my time is predominantly spent with people. And so it's kind of I don't have time for podcasts. I've kind of fell back from Twitter just because I've been really intentional about what am I filling myself with? And sometimes I'll be on Twitter, but sometimes Twitter, all social media though, Facebook, TikTok, all of that, I take all of those in doses just because I am such an empath, and depending on what's going on in the world, it's not like that stuff can negatively affect me like that, but it's what do I want to spend my time doing? You know what I mean? That's really the biggest thing. And so I didn't realize that, somebody I hit up and they were like, dang, I was wondering where you've been. And I didn't even really think about the fact that I have been super distant from the podcast community. And it's not intentional. Some people I would call, check in with or whatever, just, because whatever, the crew, I talk to them every day. So obviously it's not going to affect them. But I've just been busy like crazy, really, and just constantly trying to figure out the best rhythm for my schedule, but it's like I'm just doing a lot, and I just realize I'm just doing a lot, and I guess that's just the season I'm in where I am doing a lot. And some of the a lot that I'm doing, some of it's gizmo, you know what I'm saying? Some of it's working out. So some of it isn't necessarily work, but it's still just stuff that takes up time, and it's like important for me. Like I love that I'm seeing my clothes fit differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that for me. Big in my back or whatever, all 2K23 or whatever they be saying. But in all seriousness, the Snatch 40s journey, like it's a journey. I said that when it started, but it's like I'm having success and having like good accountability and creating like just good habits for myself. And I'm getting older, so it's like I want to make sure that I'm as healthy as possible. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing there's a lot of older people around my neighborhood. I be seeing them jogging and stuff. I'm like, yes, thank you, Granny May and Grandpa Joe, for being out here doing that, because you inspire me to make sure that I take care of myself so that when I'm that age, I can be jogging or be doing something, you know what I'm saying? Be active. Like my granny is in her 80s and she be traveling. I'm talking road trips, like driving from New Jersey to Nebraska and wherever else she finna go. Like that's how she is. And it's like, that's how I want to be. I want to be very like mentally sound and just all these things, because when you see some people start aging is a blessing, right? Because not every what was that? Not everyone makes it to different ages. So aging is a blessing, but at the same time, yeah, I don't really want to be one of those. I don't want to. There's certain parts of aging that I've seen people go through or just whatever that I'm like, I don't really want that. So I'm just really trying to be intentional, about just wisely stewarding my body, right? So that's just where I'm at. So yeah, y'all, 43 years, Black Girl Magic, we in this thing. I still do not like that age, but that is okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself mentally. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself emotionally. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself spiritually, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself physically. Also, make sure that you are being healthy in your relationships. Don't be out here being toxic and all that stuff. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Ladies and gents, this concludes transmission. Tune in next time for a whole new edition. Another adventure and mission to share, be heard, and clarify the vision of this whole new world for